What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Dense Pixels podcast, where Micah and I are marked safe from 007 First Slate spoilers that are making their way across the internet. Apparently,
are they?
Apparently, yeah. So be warned. So I don't know if it was a leak or something came out that apparently First Slate spoilers, like big ones, they're apparently out there.
When does the game come out?
In like 6 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know why all these fucking spoilers are out here, but now we have to, play Matrix for 6 weeks online to make sure.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, and that whole fucking movie got leaked online 6 months before it was supposed to come out.
Yeah. So, we got a full crew here tonight. I'm one of your hosts, Brad, joined by my co-host Micah.
Hola.
Carrie.
What's up?
And Terrence.
Hey.
Believe it or not, we don't have a lot of new games to talk about because all of us are playing old shit. But one of us is playing a new chapter in the game of life. Congratulations to Carrie.
Thank you.
Newlywed.
Yeah, I got married last Thursday. We didn't really tell anybody who didn't kind of need to know. So we just went to the courthouse in Martinez, California, had a lovely little wedding, and then got enchiladas at the Mexican place next door with our witness, and it was great. Yeah,
You're in California, so they were probably fucking delicious.
they were great. Yeah, the spots. It's a good joint. I'm a big fan.
I will tell you what I told Brad right before you came on. I already thought you were married. So.
A lot of people did. A lot of people thought that was kind of the side effect of announcing that Ian and I got married, is that a lot of people thought we were already married. But we would have been married years ago if not for the fact that his ex-wife dragged her feet as long as possible as far as finalizing that divorce. Took him like 4 fucking years to finalize this simple ass divorce that didn't have any lawyers involved. Anyway, in much better news, yes, I'm married. Couldn't be happier about it. Long time coming. So
yeah.
If you're a longtime listener of this podcast, you may know that this is my second marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were listening, 8 years ago, you might have been like, huh. Wait a second.
Thought this already happened. Yeah.
Thought this already happened. Yeah, it did. That didn't work out. Turns out I married a angry alcoholic. But yeah, onwards and upwards. It's not.
Yeah, like I said, where this came out of the blue, because like I literally saw it on Blue Sky because Carrie posted about it, and then my literal message to her was, "Congrats! What the hell?"
I laughed real hard at that one.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So congrats to you, Carrie.
Thank you.
And so a little bit of housekeeping before we get into the show proper. Of course, don't forget to join our Discord, densepixels.com/fans. I did actually just add some LFG voice channels. So if you do link up with a couple of folks playing some multiplayer games, you can just dip into one of those voice channels and use that, which certainly beats the hell out of in-game chat and things of that nature. So definitely check that out. If you're not a member, it's free. Also free, joining our youtube.com/densepixels. Subscribe while you're there. We put the show out in video format every single week. Of course, if you prefer your podcast in audio form, just search for TMP Studios in the podcast app of your choice. You'll find us. You'll also find the Apocalypse, Black and Black Cinema, and the Look Forward Political Podcast. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of political news for me and Jay to talk about these past couple of weeks. Yeah. But if you'd like to support us,
slow month.
Yeah, real slow. Like I said, we had to take a couple weeks off, and turns out we didn't miss a whole lot, apparently, huh? And if you want to support us with zeal, go to densepixels.com/premium. It's just $5 a month to help support your favorite independent media podcast. Terrence talked a little bit about Crimson Desert a couple of weeks ago, and the rest of us have been playing old shit. But Terrence has a lot more hours of Crimson Desert under his belt, so I'm curious to know how that's still going, because you were quite enamored with it when we first talked about it.
Yes, I was.
I almost bought
it. Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but this is the first game that I spent full price on in like 7 years. All right. and this is money well spent. I am I am 105 hours.
What I tell you, what I tell you.
Yo, every waking moment I've been playing this fucking game. Yo, it's like crack. I think they put a little bit of crack in it. I swear to God, I don't understand how. I don't understand. Again, I told you before, it doesn't respect your time. It doesn't, but it rewards your time. Like it makes it puts you through a lot of nonsense, but like once you get like 20 hours in, and that sounds like a lot, but it really ain't. Yeah, man, I've just been. Sometimes I'll just turn the game on and just walk around in the world. It's that good. I'll just walk around. And I'll just stumble across like a ruin that has a puzzle that I may or may not like go to YouTube to solve because fuck that. because they're very difficult. There was one puzzle in particular. I walked into this ruin, and I went through all of these rooms, and in each there were 4 rooms. One was like a main room where the little pillar which you have to solve to get this pillar to pop up. The other 3 rooms had these little wheels with pictures on them, right? And in order to solve the puzzle, you have to orient the pictures correctly on the wheels. So you have to turn the wheels so the picture's oriented in the right way. In order to find out how to orient them, there's a map in another room that shows you 3 X's on a map in that room. And that map is a map of one of the areas on the larger map in the world that you have to go to find these pictures on like mountains to show you the pictures oriented in the right position. I figured it out, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna take me like an hour or so to do that. I'm not doing that. So I went to YouTube and I typed in the rune was the secret chamber of the golden plains. That's what the name of the rune was. I typed in SEC and it auto-populated the rest of the fucking. I was like, that's ridiculous. So everybody was trying to figure this shit out. But that's the type of shit that happens in the game. There's some puzzles you just sitting there like, this doesn't make any sense. But then you look at a map and you're like, oh, okay, so this is what it's telling me to do. I got to go out in the world to find shit. And I'm not going to do those puzzles. The puzzles that I have to like kind of just figure out in the actual ruin, I'll do those. But like when I got to go out and search for other shit just to figure out the puzzle for the end, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I can't praise this game enough. It has its issues. The control scheme is a little fucking weird. It takes a little bit of time to get used to because it gives you so many options to do things. But you get used to it. I finally built up my base camp to where I'm getting resources from people. I'm sending them out to do jobs, and they come back with resources. I give them money, and they come and they go out, and it's a whole system. I finally figured out the banking system. I've given the bank gold bars. I came back and I lost money, so I don't want to do that again. but if you give them gold bars, they can give you 500 silver. You can like cash them out for silver.
Wait, they have like the bank invests your money.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a whole banking system. There's a whole fucking trading system. When you send your people out to do jobs, if you go to the job that they're doing, you will see them out in the world doing the job that you sent them out to do, which was pretty fucking cool. And I haven't been to the Crimson Desert yet. The name of the game is Crimson Desert. I haven't been to it yet.
I mean, in Baldur's Gate 3, you don't go to Baldur's Gate until like you're fucking 60 hours into the game. So that
I'm 100 hours in, yeah. And I haven't been there yet. I mark my words. I think this might be nominated. It's not going to win, but it might be nominated for Game of the Year because they've patched it 5 times in the last 3 weeks. Remember when you was like, did you run into that 250 slot issue yet? The inventory slot? The next day they patched it so you can have 1,000 slots of inventory. Like literally that Tuesday, a patch came out where they increased the inventory. They patched it Saturday where they increased the fidelity for the Xbox and PS5. You can have like fixed 4K on the performance mode. It was 1080p, but it didn't upscale. Now they have like fixed 4K upscale for the 1080p performance mode. They had some quality of life issues with the control scheme. They made it a little bit streamlined. There was a move that people found a glitch where you could do this like boost. You could use this focus boost, and they patched it out, but then they made it a new move in the fucking in the move set that you can unlock. which is kind of cool. So they took a glitch, took it out, and they were like, people really liked it, so they added it and made it a new move you can use. Yeah, they're listening to the fans, and they made it a little easier, which is kind of whack. There's a couple other patches. Some people are like, I'm 250 hours in, and I've beaten everything on the map, and like I have nothing to fight. So they were like, okay, cool, we'll just make it repopulate the forts that you've taken out. So like there's going to be a power struggle. That patch hasn't come out yet, but I think they said that's coming out like within the next 2 weeks. It's going to be in the running for game of the year. I can't imagine it not being, because people are like in love with the game to the point where IGN is like, hey, maybe you guys should the game that they played may have been.
It's not the same game. Yeah, it's interesting because this is the same studio that did Black Desert, which is an MMO.
Yeah,
and this game was originally planned to be an MMO before they're like, we're actually just going to make it like a self-contained RPG. But it seems like they're updating it like they would update an MMO.
Yeah, they have that pedigree. They're like, okay, we'll just we'll fix whatever. But that's interesting. It's really fucking good, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, again, I recommend it, but I won't recommend it to none of y'all.
That's literally I'm on a Reddit, and the title of the Reddit is, so is it worth it? And the first person is like, yeah, I love it. I 100% would not recommend it. And it's like, what?
It's like
weird, man.
It's like me with Marathon. It's just like, man, this game is one of the most interesting and fun games that I've ever played. Don't play it. Like it is not just because you have to be like a very specific type of player looking for a very specific type of experience to really get the most out of it.
Yeah. For this game, they were like, let's just put everything in it, because fuck it, right? We're just gonna do, and you can do within the confines of the systems of the game. If you say, hey, I wonder if I could do this, more than likely you can. That's just the way the game works. Yeah, I've been having way too much fun with this game. Like, again, I'll just go out.
Micah, this is
on a horse.
This is the type of game that people. This is the type of game that people said like 50 hours in, they were still getting like tutorials for new mechanics and stuff like that.
I got a new mechanic. I figured out a new fucking combat move yesterday. I'm 100 hours into the game. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And there are 2 other characters that I haven't even put any fucking attributes into yet. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Because I like open world games, but I thought this was going to be like a. I don't know.
I'm going to send you a video of someone doing like hand-to-hand combat. Sometimes the fights turn into like straight up Muso fights. Like, is that many characters you're fighting at the same time? Wow. It's insane. I can't believe they pulled. I thought, when I told you before, I thought this game was fake. Remember that game the day after or the day before that came out?
Yeah.
And they were touting it was going to be amazing, and it was a piece of shit. That's what I thought it was going to be. But the closer it got to the release date, I'm like,
well, they weren't doing themselves any favors, because they weren't doing a lot to show off gameplay, and it was one of those things where like when review code was sent out, they wouldn't send anyone the console version. They're like, no, PC only, and people are like, this is giving Cyberpunk vibes. So
it's not Cyberpunk bad. It's fucking great. Like, the game that came out on launch, it was really good. Like, but they're just updating it really quickly. They're doing like in 3 weeks, with some companies doing like 6 months as far as updates. I can't recommend it. I love it. And if you like open world games, you have to push through that first 20 hours. It's so much. But those 20 hours go by so quickly. Look, if you like open world games, it's money well spent. I don't know if there's going to be DLC. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do in the future. All I know is I've already got my money's worth. Again, I've put 100 hours into the game, and I'm on chapter 9 of 12, and I haven't been to the game's namesake yet. So I don't know what to do. And that map is fucking massive, dude. And like, when you go up on a map and you go up on a hill, on a mountain, you can see the whole fucking map. Again, that draw distance is. I've never played a game where I've just sat there and just looked out and been like, yo, this is incredible. I can't praise it enough. It's really good. It's really good. If you haven't played it, play it.
Terrence and or Micah, did you ever play Dragon's Dogma?
I love Dragon's Dogma.
I have not played Dragon's Dogma.
Okay.
I have like 90 hours in that game.
Yeah, my understanding is that like not directly, like they're not the same game, but it's the same type of sicko seems to really like both games. It seems like
Dragon's Dogma's combat system was really, really cool. This game pisses on it.
Yeah.
Because it's just so. I'm gonna send you that video when we finish, because this nigga was pulling off like it's. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that. And I have my character almost completely maxed out as far as moves are concerned, and I'm still learning new moves. You learn moves based on, like, sometimes you can learn a move just by watching an enemy do a move on you, and you like learn it. The game will slow down. It's like, oh, you learned this move, and like if you respect your character, the move you learn by watching that move is already learned, so you don't have to respect your character to learn that move again because he already learned it. It's shit like that in this game. It's just like, what the fuck? They just thought of everything.
Because
like conversely, if you're looking for a big new open world experience, they did just put out a big free update to Starfield that makes the game marginally better. It's time to go back to Starfield. Carrie, you're coming along too for the ride back to Starfield.
I'll be all right.
I'm good.
Yeah, I again, none of you. Maybe Michael will enjoy it.
Oh, I know I will not. I can't even force myself to fucking.
Did you play Valhalla? You played Valhalla, right?
No,
you didn't. Oh, I thought you did.
Nope.
Okay,
dude, I can't even force myself to get going and.
Yeah.
Oh, that Valhalla. Sorry, you said Valhalla. I was thinking Valheim in the back of my head. Just like, that's not even the same game. Yes, I did play Valhalla. Valhalla, I played 70 hours. I beat the main campaign, and I couldn't even bring myself to finish like the other campaign, like the kill all the dudes and the other.
So you played 70 hours of that?
I did, and then I was done. Like I was like, I've had enough.
You might actually like this game.
I don't know, man.
Seriously.
I can't. As I was saying, I can't even bring myself to get to boot up like Tears of the Kingdom and actually play that right now. And I need
my
to
question.
play that.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because people complain about the story in Crimson Desert.
Yes.
What's the story?
I mean, yeah, people, you know, they bullshit themselves through. Like, oh, what's but the story? Like,
like Crimson Desert has a fucking story. Like, it made me
the story
really weird. And
I think that's one of the kind of like when people defend the newer Zelda stories, and Carrie has issued a slight defense to them more in the past. I think that's definitely the weakest part of those games, and I think to pretend otherwise is a little disingenuous. So, like, it's told through flashback basically entirely.
Yeah.
For people to shit on the story in Crimson Desert, but like laud Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, or Tears of whatever.
Tears of the Kingdom, yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like, that's kind of bullshit, yo. Because there's 400 quests in this game. 400.
That's too many quests. See, now I feel like you're sending Mike the other way, because we've talked many times in the show.
Those quests,
it's too late. I already bought it.
Oh, okay. Well,
those quests, like, a lot of times those quests just end up being like a massive boss fight, and you get like a cool piece of armor or a cool weapon or some shit like that, or you learn a move. You learn a move fighting that boss because he does some shit you never saw. It's awesome. I also played Invincible Versus.
Yeah, they had like a beta for that.
They had a beta. I don't like it. It's funny because I played it. I'm not terrible. Like, I'm not terrible at fighting. Like, they said if you made it to the top 10 or something like that, you'll get your name in the game. I was in the top 1,000. I made it to the top 1,000. I had like 25 wins, and I had like a 15-game win streak. But the game feels weird to me. It just don't feel right. Like, the neutral game's off. Like, you get hit with moves that you shouldn't. That feels like you shouldn't get hit with. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this game? It feels like Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct.
I don't like that Mortal Kombat.
I like the
how does it right Mortal Kombat like very strict dial combo.
No, the combo system is cool. The combo system is more like Killer Instinct, right?
Okay.
And the combo structure is set up so you have to use your teammates to extend combos. You can't just use one person to get like 25 combos. You have to switch out teammates to get combos going off, which is fun. But like the neutral game, I don't like it. And every character feels different, but their moves are very same, right? And that's just, I guess that's just the nature of the.
It's the nature of fighting games nowadays.
I think this is the nature of the show. Like they just punch the shit out of each other. they don't have like diverse move sets and shit like that.
Like no, I don't think I've ever seen someone throw a projectile in that game.
What's Jason Mantzoukas' character? He throws projectiles.
Oh, Rexplode. Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
He throws projectiles. And there's one other, Adam Eve throws projectiles. I think those were the only two that I saw.
Okay.
Out of 10 characters. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up. Again, I wasn't bad at it. I did pretty well as far as the beta is concerned, but I was just like, I'm not feeling it. So, and y'all don't like tag team fighters anyway, right?
I'm not a huge tag fighter. Like I'll play one just to kind of mess around, just to do it. But I feel like tag fighters, like all tag fighters, have shitty neutral game to me. Like the neutral. There's no like sweet science to them. You know what I mean? Like Street Fighter and the more traditional fighting games have like
it's like footsies and
it's all about like positioning, and tag fighters are just like
it's chaos.
Yeah,
the funny thing is this game has really good movement, but like it don't fucking matter if you can just wake up jab somebody out of fucking.
Right.
Just wake up jab. Like, nigga, how the fuck does that work? Yo, I knock you down. How do you wake up jab and I'm getting fucked up? Fuck you, game. That shit made me so mad.
That's why I could watch Street Fighter, but I can't I don't know how people could watch like Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I love watching Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's broken as fuck. But it's so fun to watch, right? Because I'm like, I would punch you in your face if you did this shit to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm ready to fight. Like, get out of here, man. But I wasn't really feeling it. So, Crimson Desert is amazing, guys.
All right.
I don't recommend it, but pick it up anyway.
we'll have to see what Micah
thinks. Let's see what Micah thinks of it.
Yeah.
Next week.
I got.
And then you might look if you like it, you'll have put like 40 hours about it by next week. I'm telling you.
All right.
It's just that type of game.
All right. Well, let us move into the news. I'd completely forgotten about the existence of Gunzilla Games, which was a company that it's a relatively new studio. They're
fucking blockchain idiots.
They are a Web3 based game development studio who have a NFT battle royale called Off the Grid. They also own Game Informer. They're the ones who bought Game Informer.
Oh, I saw that game
from GameStop as well. And so on LinkedIn, a former contractor with them by the name of where can I find it? Actually, I don't know if or Paul Creamer, sorry, he was a senior virtual effects animator on the game, said that he was owed months of pay after working without receiving any checks for an extended period of time in late 2025. Basically, he said, I worked for 3 extra months with assurances that delays in payment would be resolved. Upper management promised these delays were temporary and growing pains tied to being a new company with a new game. In December, the CEO himself had a call with my department where he promised us that invoices would be paid as soon as possible, that the company was profitable, and that we were all doing the right thing by keeping quiet and continuing to work. But they never did. So in response to this, the CEO didn't exactly deny the veracity of these fucking claims.
Nope.
So he put a giant screed on Twitter, which I remind everyone is not character limited anymore, much to the detriment of of all of us in society.
It's not.
No, it hasn't been since Elon bought it. Basically,
well, it's not character limited.
You had
to pay for a blue check.
Yeah, you have to pay for a blue check to
which means ding dongs like Vlad, who will do that.
So
will write 650 words about calling people haters.
Well, so first, it's very clear. I want to make very clear. I'm not going to read the first part of it because he spent the first 3 paragraphs like filleting his game and how awesome it is, basically, and how incredible his blockchain game is.
He wants to jerk himself off a little bit first.
Yeah, I will quote this part though. Yes, we are optimizing costs like every company in gaming, crypto, and tech is doing right now. We have been doing this for over a year. And yes, to not disrupt company operations, some payments may be scheduled in a way that works for the company's cash flow, not always for everyone individually. That's the reality of the world that we live in. But to protect the interests of our players and our full-time official employees, whose salaries over 6 years have never been delayed by more than a week, we operate at a pace that ensures the company continues moving forward. What the fuck?
Okay.
Just sound like some Donald Trump bullshit.
Right?
What are we talking about right now?
Very big time Rick James, like, why would I fuck up his couch? So yeah, I fucked up his couch energy, like going on with that shit right now.
Yeah, multiple employees claimed that Gunzilla had failed to pay them for months. Many still claim to be owed back pay. I do like how, for all it's worth, there is still the community notes function on Twitter, which means that, basically this dude said all this dumb shit, and then basically it's readers added context. Multiple Gunzilla employees, including a talent acquisition lead and senior visual effects animator, have publicly reported unpaid salaries for several months on LinkedIn, contradicting claims that full-time employee pay have never been delayed more than a week. That's my favorite thing is like a CEO says something like head ass like that, and then immediately there's the like, so he's full of shit and here's why, and here's a link to our source. Like,
I mean, again, just incredible. Like, yeah, sometimes we pay people late. Who doesn't? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here, guys?
Most companies pay their employees on time because if they don't, they can be held very liable by the state labor board of wherever they're located. And then the other dumbass thing that this dude basically did was brag about crunch, saying that within the last 6 years there has never been a single day where anyone worked in a work-life balance mode. It has been a day and night fight to ship a project of the scale of Call of Duty built by an independent studio. And it's just like, brother, I would run headfirst into a brick wall if I was working for your company.
That's poor management.
Yeah.
That's literally the definition of poor management. All right, yo.
What world are we living in?
People
just say wild shit and think it's fine. Like, yeah, we do crunch. Who gives a fuck? That's the name of the game, baby. Huh?
Yeah. No.
I mean, forget the fact that this is a company focused on Web3 NFTs, while
I didn't know
society as a whole.
Game. I saw it on Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I looked at the trailer. I'm like, this looks fucking terrible. Is it any good? Like, I haven't heard anyone say anything. I
literally like when this news broke, my reaction to this is, oh yeah, Gunzilla Games. I didn't realize that the game they were working on even came out. So like, it's news to me that Off the Grid
is a thing.
even exists. Yeah. But I'm sure all the fucking Web3 dorks are probably well aware of it and are, probably playing it instead of, other good games to try to ensure its success. So, yeah, pay your people, man. Like, what the fuck? Like you can't, you cannot come out here being like, I love how he's like, yeah, our full-time employees have never been delayed payment by more than a week.
Man, like, big deal about it. Our actual salaried employees, the real ones, almost never have to get a delay in pay. Almost. Sometimes, but like most of the time, we pay them.
It's like 9 times out of 10 we pay them on time.
Right.
What about that one time, my nigga? Like, I've never not been paid on time.
Well, famously,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Famously, everyone that works in game development has a nest egg of many thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, just scampered away, so that if you miss a payment, yeah, that's no big deal. Like, just get it to me when you can. It's all good. Who among us, right?
Why would you, at this point in human history, why the fuck would anybody want to be a game developer?
It's a great question.
They are not
and
making
work
it
for like
appealing at all.
right and work
Yeah.
for like a company instead of doing like an independent thing.
Yeah,
An independent, you need your own fucking money. Like this, it's.
I mean,
damn,
honestly, man. Like it's. I would imagine most people that are still doing it at this point, like the passion of it outweighs,
right,
like the security and financial stability piece of it more than anything else.
Rough, man. Good God.
Yeah, we're lucky. We're lucky we get all the boons that we do in this day and age, considering with all that shit going on. So, yeah, that sucks. That sucks big one. So
Crunch is awesome, baby. Like what?
I will be. I did not see if Game Informer recorded this. I would be interested to see. I might have to go back and check that out to see if that's the case. Sean Murray, can we please just give you money for Christ's sake? What are you doing? So No Man's Sky, almost 10 years old, if you can believe that.
Yeah, 2016, right?
Yep, 2016.
I bought it day one. I actually
as did I.
Product.
Yep, as did I. But they keep putting out fucking updates, like at least 3 a year, every year for free, all the time. People are like,
paid update. They're like,
yeah,
bro, people, what's up, man?
Yeah, people are like, Sean Murray, like, okay, like, thank you, like, you have made good on the promise, and then some. Please let us pay you for these expansions. And Sean Murray's like, no, like, we're gonna continue giving everything away for free.
It makes me wonder what do those developers got going on over there?
It's a small team, and the game, and despite all of the rough starts, the game has been incredibly successful. Like that's the reality of the situation. Like,
no, I know. I'm saying like, what are the developers like? How hard are they working over there? Because
I mean, remember they are working on a whole other game. Yeah, they're working on a whole
other one. That's
yeah,
the thing
right now. So, but there's a new expansion that came out recently, and this is probably the most off the wall, unexpected one that we would expect for this game that has received some very off the wall and unexpected expansions. Xeno Arena now allows you to raise, train, and battle the alien creatures that you find across No Man's Sky's procedurally generated universe. They basically made a Pokemon inside of No Man's Sky, which is awesome.
I don't know what to say, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean,
kudos to Hello Games, man. That was a terrible launch, and they just put their head down and were like, "Hey, we're just gonna give all this shit away for free for the next 10 years." At this point, what can you say?
Right?
Yeah. God damn, man! Like you did it. You said it. Like you said, they set out to do what they did. They did it, and then some, all for free.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
This guy's like.
The only thing that kind of compares to it is honestly Fallout 76. Because the main, like the story content that has been added to that game has all been free. Like, yeah, there's been some kerfluffles with just like them charging stupid money for cosmetics and stuff like that, but that doesn't have any impact on the game itself. But I would say a similarly, if not worse, launch than No Man's Sky, followed up by, at this point, several years of free major content updates. So good on No Man's Sky for kind of setting the standard for that, though, because who knows what Bethesda would have done if not for No Man's Sky.
And perhaps an instructive lesson for game publishers out there to maybe not be so fast to pull the cord on some of these live service games that get the cane yanked very quickly. Michael, what were you about to say?
High guard. Come on, man.
Look, everybody knew my stance on No Man's Sky, but I will absolutely give credit to where it is due. Someone believes in a product and stands by it. He's like the reverse Peter Molyneux. He's actually promising and over delivering.
By the way, his game comes out next week. I did not think that was coming out this soon.
What game?
Masters of Albion, a new like God game that Peter Molyneux is heading up. Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to it based on what little I've seen.
Oh, it enters early access.
Yeah. Sorry, that's true. It is.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
He described Peter Molyneux says it is the culmination of his life's work. All right, well,
Okay,
see,
relax.
see. Come on, yo. All right.
I thought you were going to say he was the Frank Lucas of fucking video games. When he's like, he stands by his product. Stand by it. That Blue Magic. But nah, man. Like, no, he believed in it. And, you know, he put out a product that, like, he did more. You can do more in that game than they said initially that you would be able to do in it.
That's what I said. Like they lived up to everything they promised, and then built out a whole other fucking game on top of that.
I was watching a video the other day, and someone I think this happened a few years ago, but someone actually ran into another player
organically,
right, in the world. Like, they just really actually legitimately ran into somebody else on another planet, which seems almost impossible, but it happened, and he recorded it.
Statistically,
it's like 10 billion to 1 or some shit like that. But it actually happened, which is nice. Yeah, look, I put a lot of time into that game, and then trying to go back to it is a very.
I've tried 3 times. Each
I've
time
tried
I've tried several times.
I play like 15 hours, and I'm just like, and I hit the wall, and I'm just.
I might just have to like completely start over if I'm gonna get back into that.
Yeah,
that's what I do every time.
Because the thing is, well, here's the thing: I keep going back to an old file, and I'm just like, I don't know where any of my shit is. But yeah, I'll probably just try starting fresh at some point. The thing that I liked about that game on launch is I just liked getting like cooked and flying through space. Like, it was a really good game for that.
There's a subreddit. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like new sentences, right? Where it's like they'll find like a sentence on the internet like that's in like a headline or something like that, and it's like the old George Carlin joke where it's like, this is the first time that this combination of words has ever been put together in the history of humankind, kind of shit. We have another situation like that with this headline: Epic set to release Arc Raiders like extraction shooter with Disney characters by the end of the year.
No.
What?
No, thank you.
Almost a Mad Lib. It's almost.
I mean, it literally is.
Feels like a Mad Lib. Yeah.
It literally is. Because someone is like, man, like here's this delicious chocolate in Disney, and then here's this well done steak that is the extraction shooter genre. Two great tastes that taste great together, and people are like, "Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?" Tim Sweeney, is that something?
Who's the audience for this?
That's a fantastic question.
I don't know who's asking for this.
I want Mickey Mouse in an extraction shooter because that's something that came.
I mean, I think Mickey Mouse should have a gun.
What?
For sure.
Yeah.
Mickey and Donald should both have guns. Look,
Donald should not have a gun. You are crazy.
Yeah, he hangs out with a dude with a gun all the time. Fucking Panchito has a gun.
Nah, yo. Do not give Donald a gun.
I firmly believe Donald Duck should have a gun. And regardless, this is clearly so the article notes that like the Walt Disney Company put a $1.5 billion stake in Epic back in 2024 so that Epic would develop games. In addition to this one, it is believed that this Disney deal will result in at least 2 more. Apparently, the second game, though, has had middling early internal reviews. So we'll fucking see. I don't know that anybody wants a Disney extraction shooter. That being said, it's like, Disney characters could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
This could mean Star Wars. This could mean Marvel. Like,
more bastardization of IP. Let's give Ant-Man a gun.
We're past that part of it. I feel like,
Yeah.
especially with Fortnite.
Yeah, I still don't like it, man. I still don't like it.
To me, it's just, and I guess like Arc Raiders has shown, like, certainly like extraction shooters can be more broadly appealing to a wide audience and retain that audience. So like, whereas before, like, they were looked at like as like the hardest core of genres. You know, Arc Raiders has done a really good job at maintaining engagement with their community. I mean, like we talked about last week, like they're routinely over 100,000 players on Steam.
I picked up Arc Raiders, by the way, but I've been so focused on
So
Crimson.
did I. Terrence, so did I. I did. I haven't played it yet. But it was on sale.
I played like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I enjoyed what I played, but I'm like, I gotta go back.
Yeah, it's I will check it out when Marathon is in a lull. Like I said, Marathon's still pretty new. They're still going through the season, so I will check it out. It was on sale for such a good price. I was like,
I bought it for $20.
Yeah, I was like, I'd be stupid not to get it at this price. I'd basically be losing money if I didn't. So like I said, at the very least, it's interesting that this is a direction that they're going.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see what it looks like. I feel like I am a little extraction shooter pilled right now, with Marathon kind of opening my eyes to that genre. So we'll see. Just not something I would have ever expected to hear.
I just want to know what they think their audience is. That's it.
We'll
and again, Disney can be any, like you said, Disney is a lot of fucking IPs, but like
I mean,
Anakin Skywalker running around with a blicky is wild. That's all I gotta say. I don't understand any of that.
Terrence, you could argue that Epic Games, from a game publishing standpoint, saw their greatest success by ripping off someone else's good game idea. So why not try that again?
The PUBG?
Yeah.
Tech, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just like, hey, somebody did it for us. Let's just rip off the concept and inject it with IP that only we can get. And see what
Western
happens.
game studios have no fucking. They just no vision. They have no fucking. They
have no imagination.
No imagination anymore. Right. It's just, what the fuck? What's popular? Let's try to do something with those characters, and it usually sucks. And let's throw in $20 fucking skins while we're at it. So you morons will sit there and buy it, because we wouldn't do it if you didn't buy it. So, I blame the players.
Ultimately, it does come down to them. They are the enablers of the company. So, this week in censorship, Google Play Store has pulled down Doki Doki Literature Club from the Google Play shop for allegedly violating the terms of service and its, quote, depiction of sensitive themes. Carrie, you can speak to Doki Doki Literature Club probably more than the rest of us can.
I mean, Doki Doki Literature Club is a psychological horror / thriller kind of game, where it's the whole deal is like the guy who made it, Dan Salvato, is trying to like subvert certain visual novel tropes and dating game tropes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a game that depicts, suicide and self-harm and stuff like that. So it's one of these things of like, I'm not surprised to see Google take this down, given that there are there are scenes in this game where you watch like multiple characters kill themselves.
God damn.
So it's kind of heavy, and Salvato is kind of like, Doki Doki is widely celebrated for portraying mental health in a way that has meaningfully connected deeply with players around the world, helping them feel heard, understood, less alone on their journey, managing to achieve that, making a truly meaningful difference by using the power of fiction to connect to others is what I'm most grateful for. And like, there is that kind of level about it as well, as far as like these kind of like very frank depictions of mental illness and self-harm have kind of resonated with people who have kind of gone through that. But
yeah, there's a hanging. There's a hanging.
There's hanging, and a girl kind of stabs herself to death, and you have to watch her body decompose over the course of like 3 in-game days. Like, it's a lot.
That's fucking rough. God,
it's a lot. It's a lot. So I can I can understand why Google would be like, hey, you know what? Nah. And ultimately, I don't think that Doki Doki Literature Club specifically on Android is hitting an audience that it is somehow not getting anywhere else because it is freely available to purchase on literally every other platform.
I guess my question would be, because it's not like it just popped up on there and they're like, oh shit, like we fucked up on that one. Like it's been up on there, and it's like all of a sudden we're like, like actually we don't want it there. And then, like what I want to know when what Google didn't say is why now?
Yeah,
What,
that
why
would
now?
be
What was the
because
impetus?
it's been up there since December, so it does beg the question of why would they pull it down in the middle of April? So yeah, it, several questions for sure. Again, I'm not surprised, you know, but I don't feel especially strongly about Doki Doki Literature Club. I think it's an interesting subversion of a genre of game that I really enjoy. Like I love a visual novel, I love a dating sim. I just like I'm not super into horror like that. So this is not a game that super resonated with me. But yeah, I don't know.
That's kind of rough. I didn't know there was a whole bunch. I didn't know all that was going on. But my question is, if you're going to take this down, why don't you take down like gambling apps that let you like bet on whether?
Oh, because you see, gambling apps make them
bet on
infinite
whether
money.
like they're going to save a fucking down pilot, whether he's going to live or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Terrence, see,
like what the fuck? Like,
that
seems a
there's
little
a
bit worse than
fundamental
a graphic novel.
There's a fundamental misunderstanding, Terrence, is that like Doki Doki Literature Club is a game that you buy once and then there's no microtransactions, so Google can't continue to make money from the game once you have it. But see, with these prediction market apps, if you're placing bets through Google, I'm pretty sure they're taking a cut of all the stuff that you're doing on there. So
Listen, guys, we need to play more wholesome games on Google Play, like Mortal Kombat. Available on Google Play. There's certainly no violence in that.
Yeah, there's all sunshine and rainbows in that game.
That's right.
Also, a quick aside, I heard that that psycho fucking post that Trump put out a couple days ago about like praise be to Allah. I heard that there was a prediction. I've heard that there was a bet on whether he was going to
he would do it. Yeah,
whether he was going to put that in there or not. I heard about that.
Terrence, you must be. Oh, put that phrase in there. Sorry, I thought you were talking about whether he would launch a strike against Iran, because last I was told, Kalshi and Polymarket do not do death markets. Very clearly that we don't do any death predictions in any way, shape, or form. That would be gauche. If
I remember the first time I saw a fucking gambling commercial on television. I'm like, yo, this is insanity. I don't know how many years ago that was, but I'm like, this seems really bad. And lo and behold, I was right.
by the way, Kalshi prediction market results and trends were showing on Google search for a couple days before they're like, oopsie, like we didn't mean to do that, and then they took that shit down. So, but hey,
it's weird what you find violates your POS.
What you're willing to tolerate and what you're not. Certainly.
Okay, cool.
Finally, Rockstar was hacked by a group called Shiny Hunters, who basically obtained data from Rockstar's cloud servers and threatened to release it if Rockstar did not pay a ransom by, as we're recording this, tomorrow. And Rockstar says, fuck off. Like, we don't really care.
Yeah.
You were a $1 billion company. Fuck you.
Yeah. So this group has not said what specific data they had acquired. But basically speculated that this data will include like financial records and marketing plans and contract information and player spending data, but not probably game assets. Which is,
I mean,
financial plans, GTA 6.
Yeah, that's
gonna make all the money.
That's the plan. We release the game, it makes us $1 billion. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that Rockstar would have been like, nah, because they're probably aware of what kind of data was taken, and they realize that the release of that data is not going to actually impede anything or put anyone at the company at any degree of real risk. So they're just like, nah, fuck you. Like, uh, I think these kind of hacks for ransom are pretty
Yeah.
stupid.
Get people more excited about GTA 6 by
Right. God forbid you release details about the game everybody's been waiting on for the last 15
Oh man, I wonder
years.
I wonder if these are the internal saboteurs that the Mind's Eye guys were talking about that are going off that caused Mind's Eye to be such a colossal fucking failure at a half-baked video game. Maybe it's external saboteurs. So
GTA 6. I already have a slight disdain for this game. It ain't even out yet. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's not going to be good as it's set out to be.
And yet, will the
industry
writ large
5 hours in Crimson Desert?
Will the industry writ large give a shit whether how good GTA?
I can't wait for the reviews for this game. I can't wait. Because the other issue I have is because like GTA is always satire of real life. This game is 15 years in the making. I don't know when the story was written, but like I'm kind of tired of real life right now.
Yeah.
Real talk.
So yeah, I don't
really feel like playing a game. I don't really feel like playing a game with current events involved.
Here's the interesting thing, right? This is the same problem that you run into when you're trying to make a show like Veep right now, right? But so like when Veep came out, right? Like Veep was very over the top and very like, real life events, times a million, right? But then you see what's going on now. Like, how do you satirize what's currently happening?
Yeah, it's like Michael over the boys,
right? Over the last 10
years. Boys, yeah.
This shit ain't funny no more, dog. Like, because it's really fucking happening. We really have fucking
or reality is more ridiculous than any fiction that you can.
Yeah.
Then you could, because again, like if you were a writer for a TV show, and the fail son vice president goes to the Middle East to hammer out a peace deal, while the president and the fucking hammered Secretary of State are sitting ringside at a UFC event, like the showrunner would be like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like that's too ridiculous. That's too ridiculous of a premise to put in a story, and yet, this is
like we literally have Homelander in office without the powers. I don't want to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, and I don't want it. I don't want the satire to be like real life from GTA 6. I just don't feel like dealing with that shit right now. But people don't pay attention, so they're not gonna give a
fuck. My biggest question is GTA Online, the new version of it, going to be available day one? I don't think it is.
Hell no.
And that's what
hell no.
Yeah. And that's what drives a lot of the success of that game. Not that GTA 6 won't sell 1 million billion copies on the day it comes out, but you know what I mean. Still have not played a single solitary second of GTA 5.
I mean, I enjoyed. I like the story, and then I played a bunch of GTA Online, and then I was just kind of like, okay, I'm done. But it's still going strong. I can't believe it because there really ain't that much to fucking do.
Yeah, but you give people a playground to fuck around in, and they'll
buy shark cards and
they'll figure it out. Yeah, that honestly from this hack, if there is player spending data in there, that's what I'm actually kind of most interested to get eyes on. If that is indeed in there,
how much people spend on fucking GTA?
Yeah, I'm curious.
15 years later,
curious to know like the percent of players that are still buying in-game currency and how much they're buying, and so on and so forth. So that would be interesting to me personally. But yeah, the rest of it. That will take us to the Dense Pixels post office, where you, if you are in our Discord, can drop us questions that we will answer on the show every week. Film Wanderer asks me, with all these Red Bull departures, should Max Verstappen go home and be a family man? Yeah, Red Bull over the last couple seasons and still currently have been like shedding all of their like top staff, basically. The big one is Gianpiero Lambiase. I can't remember how you pronounce his last name. Who is Max Verstappen's race engineer. It was announced he's going to McLaren in 2028 to head up their I believe their engineering division over there. So Yeah, it's I mean, and Max Verstappen's one of these guys that doesn't seem like he needs to be in F1. Like he seems like he's there because he wants to be competitive and win, but the minute he finds it um kind of boring, he's going to go do something else. He's kind of said that for a really long time. So yeah, it'll certainly be interesting to see if he sticks around once GP leaves the team. So Cam puts a question. He says that according to Letterboxd, this is a list of the top 20 video game adaptations. How do we feel about it? I'm going to go 1 through 20 very quickly, and then we'll discuss. Number 1, Super Mario Brothers movie. Number 2, Detective Pikachu. 3 through 5 are the Sonic movies in the order of 3, 1, and 2. Number 6 is Pokemon. Number 7, the original Mortal Kombat. Number 8, Silent Hill. Number 9, first Resident Evil. Number 10, Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider. Number 11, Five Nights at Freddy's. Number 12, the Minecraft movie. Number 3, the 1993 Super Mario Brothers film. Number 14, Iron Lung. Number 15, Uncharted. Number 16, Angry Birds. Number 17, the Alicia Vikander Tomb Raider. And number 18, the newer Mortal Kombat. Number 19, Gran Turismo. And number 20, but number 1 in our hearts, the 1994 Street Fighter adaptation.
So I think this really just kind of goes to show that there have been a lot of very forgettable video game movie adaptations, because I completely forgot about like Silent Hill, the Tomb Raider movies, Uncharted, completely forgot that was a fucking thing. Same thing with Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I forgot Gran Turismo. I don't know what the fuck Iron Lung is. What is that?
That's the
Iron
Markiplier
Lung,
movie.
It's Markiplier directed, starring Markiplier, and
apparently it's very good.
Apparently it's really good. It is
no. This is an original.
Yeah,
it's an original film, which I don't know how it made.
Well, no, it is an adaptation. It's an adaptation of an indie game. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's an adaptation of an indie horror game. So that counts. I am inclined to agree with the top 3, but I would flip Sonic and Mario. I'm glad to see Pokemon the first movie up here. That being said, that should not count as a video game adaptation because it is the anime film. It is not an adaptation of the games. It is a film that is set between episodes of the Ash Ketchum anime. So that should not be on the list at all. That being said, I have seen that movie many times and I've cried almost every time because I am a baby. Yeah, for me, my top 3 at this, well, here's the thing. I would probably put my top 3 as Sonic 3, Detective Pikachu, and the Mario Galaxy film in terms of genuine level of enjoyment of the movie. I don't know if I mentioned, I finally watched the old Street Fighter film several weeks ago. Yeah, I finally saw that whole thing.
Isn't it fun?
Of all the movies, it sure is one of them.
Yeah.
It is such a good time. None of the characterizations make any goddamn sense. Why are DJ and Zangief working for Bison? I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand that. But I had a good time. I like Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. That sure was a decision they made. But like, man, Raul Julia carries that movie in so many ways.
Yeah. That was his last movie?
It was, yeah.
Yo, that's
yeah. He knew he was sick.
He had cancer while he was filming.
Yeah, he knew he was sick, so. Which is, kind of tragic.
That's unfortunate.
He put his whole pussy into that movie, and
again, my biggest issue here. So I haven't seen most of these films, honestly.
I've seen 13.
I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've seen the majority of them. Yeah,
I've only seen 5 on here too.
No, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 14. I've seen 14.
All right, now I want to try to guess which ones Micah has.
I've seen 11. I've seen 11.
All right, let's figure out the 6 Micah hasn't seen. So I don't think you've seen Iron Lung.
Nope.
I don't think you've seen Five
Nights at Freddy's.
Nope.
Okay.
Gran Turismo.
Nope.
Angry Birds.
Nope.
Oh, what's okay? That's 4.
No, I've seen 12. Okay, I've seen 12.
You have not seen. See, this is tough now. This is tough. The Minecraft movie?
I have seen the Minecraft movie.
Yeah,
I took my son to see it.
I was gonna say
right.
we gotta factor his kids into this.
Correct. The new Tomb Raider.
I have seen that.
Fuck, what are the 2 you haven't seen then? Shit. Or were the other 2?
Detective Pikachu.
I was gonna say Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
And this might be like, because you know how I am, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a sucker for the things that I like. I've never
Uncharted?
seen Uncharted.
Oh,
I
It's
don't blame
fucking
you for that.
terrible.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
You don't need to see it.
I have
no,
memories of
I-
Uncharted that I would like to keep unsullied by
No pun
Spider-Man.
No pun intended.
I'm looking at a master list of like the list of films based on video games and like what didn't make this list.
I will tell you, someone feeling real shortchanged by this top 20. Uva Bowl's like, what the fuck, man? Like do you know how many fucking swings at the plate that I fucking had that I can't even get one out of these?
Remember that we got a Prince of Persia that was produced by Disney starring Jake Gyllenhaal? Do you remember that?
Did?
Oh yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, that happened.
The Prince of Persia.
Remember we got a Rampage movie starring The Rock?
We got Rampage. Assassin's Creed, of course. Who could
Assassin's
forget?
Creed. Yep.
70% of which was outside of the Animus.
Right. Just the ratio you want to see. Right.
We very recently got an absolutely god awful Borderlands film with Kate Blanchett. And Kevin
God, I forgot that existed.
Oh yeah, that came out and
was
everyone
horrible.
immediately was like, no.
I watched it. It was really bad.
Not
even fun bad. It was just bad.
Yeah, and then there's a handful of stuff coming up, right? We've got the new Mortal Kombat film, which comes out in a few weeks. We've got new Resident Evil, not by Paul W.S. Anderson, who hopefully is done doing
Zach Kreger. Yeah, I'm actually very interested in that because Zach Kreger has been 2 for 2 so far. So.
Really hoping Paul W.S. Anderson is done butchering video games.
Is the new Resident Evil based off of the old films, or is it a new take on Resident Evil?
I couldn't imagine him. I could not imagine him basing them on the old films.
It is.
Okay.
It is based in the world of Resident Evil.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's another kind of like hard reboot.
We forgot about Doom.
Oh yeah,
also The Rock.
Also The Rock.
Yeah, and Carl Urban, who also managed.
All right, he was in
several of these.
We've got Street Fighter also
he's in
out.
the new fucking Mortal Kombat, right?
He is.
He's the reason I want to see it.
Cage.
As Johnny Cage. Yeah, he's the reason I want to see it.
They are, so we've got Street Fighter coming out in October. We got Sonic 4 coming out next year. We've got The Legend of Zelda live action coming out next year. They're doing a sequel to Minecraft. We're apparently allegedly getting a Helldivers film.
I mean, we already have that. It's called Starship.
Yeah, it's called Starship Trooper, right?
Yeah.
Come on, there's no need. There's no need. We don't need it.
Micah, are you feeling hard done? Are you feeling hard done by the omission of Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li on this?
I forgot about that movie until you just. I forgot that movie existed. Yeah.
I will say no bullshit. The Street Fighter 2 animated movie definitely belongs.
It deserves to be in the top 5.
Yeah,
how about that?
Top 3.
Yeah.
Take Pikachu out. The fuck.
Yeah, get that out.
No,
of here.
Detective Pikachu is good.
I heard it was.
I saw
it. I like Detective.
Fine, take.
It's not number 2. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, get Gran Turismo out of there.
I heard Gran Turismo was actually really good for what it's worth.
I mean, I would take probably.
All right, get Uncharted out. I think we can all agree.
Why are we dancing around this? What is the Super Mario Brothers like the 1993 one doing on this list?
Yeah, this shouldn't be there at all.
Yeah, like that movie did not have a redemption arc that I'm aware of. So
I've seen 12 of these movies.
They did a Double Dragon movie in 1994.
Oh, they did. Yes.
Yeah, buddy. They sure did.
It's starring Robert Patrick as the villain with a really interesting just look for that character. Wasn't like Scott Baio like one of the lead brothers as well?
No, Scott Wolf.
Scott Wolf. Okay.
Yeah.
What was that? What
from Party of 5.
Yeah, Party of 5.
And Alyssa Milano is in that movie.
Jimmy and Benny Lee.
Silent Hill, I believe, should be in the top 5.
Silent Hill's a good movie.
I like Silent Hill a lot.
Isn't Scene Bean in the Silent Hill movie?
Scene Bean?
Yeah, he is. He shouldn't have been in there. I mean, well, what they did was they switched it because it was the father in the original game, and they switched it. The director switched it to a female, the mother, because they said it would resonate a little bit more. But then the studio was like, you still need a man in there, so they put Sean Bean in there, and he was in there for nothing. He was just looking for his family. He didn't really do anything. I think that's a very good movie. Honestly, I think it should be in the top 5. You can take Pikachu out. Pokemon.
Get rid of Pokemon the first movie because it doesn't even qualify as a video game.
You can take Pokemon the first movie. I haven't seen Sonic 3. I've seen the other 2. I've seen the first 2. I haven't seen Sonic 3.
So those Sonic movies aren't bad.
I like the first 2 Sonic movies.
Where is Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within?
Ooh. Does that count as an adaptation because it's not actually adapting any of the games?
I mean, I guess not.
It is a piece of
going to go by that
media
strict...
in the same way that, like, you know, like, I mean, you can put Advent Children on there. Like, that's a continuation of the FF7 storyline. Yeah. I saw the theatrical re-release of that when they did that a couple years ago, and I was enormously confused.
One of the first Blu-rays I ever bought. I was very excited for that. By the way, I just have to say, because I give this game a hard time, and I feel like rightfully so. I'm starting to now come the other direction on Final Fantasy VII. Like I'm starting to appreciate more of what it did well than I do get angry at the things that it did not do well.
I feel like I'm swinging harder in the
opposite direction. It's just had a very interesting, like, I don't want to call it a redemption arc, but like I'm starting to just view it in a different light than I have in the last couple of years. I'm starting to just appreciate it for what it is, opposed to what I wish it was. So doesn't mean that I'm going to go play those remake games though, because I still feel like that those are overbloated and a little too much for what they are trying to do. So, Johnny says, "Who do you got?" And he posts the picture of the Wrestlemania Vegas card.
All right.
It is really interesting as someone who has fallen off to see this, because like,
what the fuck?
Right. So, some of the matches I was aware of, right? Like I knew that CM Punk and Roman were fighting, and I'm aware of like the Randy Orton, like Pat McAfee thing that's going on right now, which again,
very strange.
Bold strategy, having a character to tell people that your product is
garbage.
Right.
Yeah.
But wild. We'll see how that pays off for you. But there is some matches that like are certainly head scratchers. I look at the Usos and LA Knight versus
the Vision and I Show Speed.
Right, and I Show Speed is wrestling. Like, okay,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
and I even watched the shit.
I Show Speed is only wrestling because he got cursed by Danhausen.
Also, I did not realize Austin Theory has adopted the look of Robert Patrick from the Double Dragon movie.
Yes,
in recent
So he shaved his head. Now he's all of a sudden he's a thug. Shut up.
As someone who is kind of up to date with the wrestle shit right now, so night one you've got, because for whatever reason this photo has the days flipped. So first night you've got the Vision, so Logan Paul, Austin Theory plus I Show Speed with the Usos and LA Knight in a 6-man tag team match. I actually kind of think this is going to go to the Vision, unless Danhausen somehow curses the Vision harder than they're already cursed.
Why do the images for the two nights have distinctly different fonts and visual styles for what is ostensibly the same event?
Because one of them is going to be good and the other night is going to be terrible.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Night 2 is probably going to be pretty decent. Night 1's going to be bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
night 1. I feel like you tell me Seth Rollins versus Gunther is not going to be all-time match.
I'm going to tell you, here's the thing about that match. It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No sense at all.
And they're rushing to try and make it make sense.
There's no story. There's no story to a lot of these matches. They just kind of threw shit together.
Well, I mean, all the multi
is fine.
all the multi-man matches, like I don't imagine there's a lot of story build up to any of those.
Well,
like,
I mean,
just,
the
once again, as
Usos
many
and LA
guys on the
Knight have
card.
had a lot of beef with the Vision kind of throughout
that
the
makes
last
sense.
several months, and then ISHO Speed is only there because Danhausen cursed him, and so he ended up like accidentally clocking LA Knight with brass knuckles, and now he's got to basically work with the Vision so that LA Knight doesn't punch his face in.
Does LA Knight still like not trust the Usos completely, or are we past
Yeah,
that?
that's just
Okay.
kind of it. It is
That's still a
it is a the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of situation with
Man,
that.
real glow down for Jey Uso in 1 year's time, huh? Winning the fucking
Because that
world
nigga
title.
fucking sucks, nigga.
Yeah.
to Kurt jerking on night one in a
Yeah.
fucking 6-man tag
Jey
with
Uso's terrible.
two
I'm sorry. That nigga's
influencers.
Then you've
trash-ass
got
fucking-
Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match.
I want to see that match. I'm interested in that match. 'cause
That'll
I
be
like Jacob
interesting.
Fatu. McIntyre's gonna lose because he's doing a movie.
Yeah.
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 He's doing
You
like
mean the
Highlander.
Highlander?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
in it. He's probably gonna be in it for like 10 minutes.
Right.
So
Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. I think Vaquer is going to retain, and Liv is going to get crazier. You've got AJ Lee, and that's for the Women's World Championship. I think Vaquer is going to retain that. You've got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental.
I thought we already did that. I thought that was over the summer.
they did. They wrestled and like
They're doing it again.
AJ Lee won, and like, look, I don't like either one.
You don't like AJ Lee? I like both of these women.
Look, I like
so-
AJ Lee 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and I've
I like
never
them
liked
both.
Becky Lynch. So-
Yeah.
I
you know,
I like them both. I feel like I don't know. You know,
I don't know
here's
what
the
they're
thing.
gonna
AJ Lee, I think, is on a part-time contract, so it wouldn't surprise me to have this go to Becky just so that AJ Lee doesn't have to keep defending the title. You've got a fatal 4-way tag team for the women's tag team championship between Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, Bailey and Lyra, and the Bella Twins. I can tell you this much: Bella Twins ain't gonna fucking win that.
I want Lash Legend and what's her name to win?
Nia.
Yeah, Nia Jax, because they're the women of color. So fuck it.
I also kind of want them to
You know?
retain because I think
And they're the
fun.
biggest chicks in there, and they should be just dominating.
Yeah, they
everybody.
should. Yeah, they should annihilate. Like,
Yeah, like they.
like
Nia
I'm
Jax,
sorry,
the
guys.
annihilator.
I don't think little blonde women know how to wrestle, guys. Like, I know everybody likes Alexa Bliss and Liv.
I'm not a
Morgan.
fan.
I like
Alexa.
Alexa's cool.
Alexa's
Just-
having.
I just
Alexa's
don't
3
believe
feet
her as a
tall.
wrestler.
She is
She's so
small.
tiny. She's
Yeah.
so fucking tiny.
He's very
Like,
small.
come on, man. Lash Legend is like 6'2". Fucking Nia Jax is also 6'2" or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They're very large women, and they should be able.
I
to
mean, I think it's
destroy
always
the
funny. I
entire
feel like
fucking
they're probably
division.
not that tall. But it's more that
Actually, no, she's not that tall. She's probably like.
she's 6. She's 6
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help that like you have some very petite
Yeah, they're
women wrestlers
tiny.
as well.
Some of them
So,
are really, really.
Carrie,
small.
in 30 seconds, explain to me like how we arrived at this Pat McAfee character that's currently.
I don't even fucking
happening.
know, man, because that all happened on SmackDown. I don't really watch SmackDown.
Yeah.
So all I know is that he sucks, and the whole deal is that if Randy Orton loses, then McAfee's going to leave the professional wrestling business for good. And quite frankly, I think that's what's going to happen. I think this is McAfee wanting to be like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, but I want to go out with a bang, and the company being like, okay. And so this is how they decided to do it, by having him be the mystery caller with Randy Orton, because Randy Orton went full heel. He's just back to being the Viper full time. So
Which I enjoy.
yeah, I also
like
enjoy
that.
it. But yeah, I think
he
Cody's
needed
gonna
an
win,
NFL
and it'll
punter
be
to psych him up. He needed Pat fucking McAfee
right.
to psych him up. Randall Keith Orton, who's been in the business for 2
25
fucking
years.
decades, needs he needs perpetual 20-year-old, 40-year-old frat boy to hype him up. They're talking about, what about the Attitude Era? Bitch,
Yo.
Randy Orton wasn't an Attitude Era, and
Yeah,
you
he
were
was the
8.
ruthless aggression era, man.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Randy. Like, Randy Orton is one of my favorite wrestlers. He's really good in the ring. He's gotten bigger and like way slower than he used to be, and he lets things breathe way more than he should. But like his Viper character is amazing. I love his Viper character.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee. I'm going to tell you what it was. Apparently, Pat McAfee's agent, who is he? Ari Emanuel, I believe, is his agent, right?
Oh, all right. Well, then that makes sense because he
It's his
owns
agent, and he
TKO.
says that he feels like Pat McAfee is the next Sylvester Stallone. These are his words, not mine.
Who?
I don't know what the fuck is going on with that nigga's head.
Sylvester the cat? Who?
Sylvester Stallone. So he apparently this was Ari. He wanted he thinks that Pat McAfee is a big enough draw because they're not selling tickets for this WrestleMania. First of all, they cost way too fucking much money. They're like $10,000 for tickets and shit like that. $30,000. It's insane. So they're like knocking 25% off of these tickets, which still are like $10,000. So they want people to watch the show, and he feels that Pat McAfee is enough of a draw to get people that don't watch wrestling to watch WrestleMania. I don't know who the fuck he thinks.
Do they understand that Pat McAfee has been involved with professional wrestling for many years now at this point?
He was exactly for like 6 years already.
Yeah.
At
So
least,
I don't
yeah.
understand what the fuck they thought this was going to happen. How this was going to happen for him to
I don't
come
fucking
back and talk shit about the business because it's trash. The business, I don't know who's fucking it up because Triple H is head of creative, but at the same time, it's owned by TKO. So like the buck kind of stops with the owners, right?
I mean, just based on Triple H's history when he had full control of NXT and how good that product was, I'm willing to bet
that wasn't just him. He had Dusty Rhodes. He had fucking other people, man.
Sure, sure. But I'm saying like there was a time for a long time that Vince is like, I don't give a shit about this. NXT, do whatever you want, and it was fucking awesome. And then Vince is like, oh, people are starting to pay attention to this now. I need to stick my fucking nose in this shit. And then it got shitty. And so I understand that like people are like on the outs with Triple H right now. And Lord knows there's plenty of fucking reason to be.
Yeah, he ain't beating them allegations, man.
Right.
He ain't beat the allegations.
But it's not a coincidence that the product took a sharp fucking downturn when TKO started.
Yeah, like they don't know the wrestling business. They just they just know we need to make money.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna charge you $20,000 for fucking WrestleMania tickets and $30 a month to watch us on ESPN for shitty ass PLEs. I don't like the rest. Like WWE Network was $9 a month, and it had all the fucking pay-per-views. That was awesome. Yeah. You didn't know how good you had it, but
no, you didn't. You didn't.
Now the product is trash, and they're making you they're charging way too much money. But Night one looks like it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
Except for like me. I want to see the Orton Rhodes match. I think Orton wins. Personally, I think he should win.
I think Cody's going to win, and I think it's basically just because the only reason why I think Cody is going to win is because the McAfee angle of if Orton loses, then McAfee leaves for good. Because McAfee has.
But how are you going to end up being Pennsylvania Rambo if you roll out?
I don't fucking know.
That's what I'm saying. I like he needs to free up. He needs to free up his schedule to star in all these movies that he's going to be in. College Game Day is going to keep him very busy during the fall. So you gotta take time.
I think Randy wins, and I don't know if Pat McAfee is just going to be on television that much, right? He doesn't need to be.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. What I do know is that like McAfee obviously has done a lot of like the color commentary for the last several years, but would take these. It has not been good. But would take breaks just because he was hitting burnout between trying to do that and like.
I genuinely think he doesn't like the fucking.
I think that's a big part of it. I think it's like he's probably like in a contract or whatever to be there for however many years and do X amount of appearances.
Also, it's like I've got 3 fucking jobs and the other 2 pay me a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, so I think this is literally just a way to like send McAfee off with an angle that literally everybody hates. And worst thing they could have fucking done. But yeah, I just think it's funny that like you've got literally even folks like Damian Priest coming out and saying like this sucks. Like
right. He came.
Where's he? Is he hurt?
This bullshit. No, he's a tag team champion with fucking R-Truth.
R-Truth, yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, he's the current tag team champion with R-Truth, and he retained recently because Danhausen came in and cursed the Miz and
they couldn't get the current tag team champions on the fucking card here.
I suppose not. Interesting.
Again,
all right. Night 1 is gonna suck. What is doing?
All right, we got okay, cool. Night 2, we're opening with fucking Oba Femi versus Lesnar, and Oba's 100% winning it. Oba's winning it.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar ain't waiting around for nobody. So yeah, he's opening. I got that.
Yeah. Oba's gonna win that. You've got a 6-pack ladder match.
Better fucking win.
He better.
I really doubt that Lesnar would win it. I feel like this whole deal with Lesnar has been to put Oba over, and it's been working like a charm with the audience.
Like you say, people can say what they want about Lesnar. He can sell. He knows the business.
Yeah,
he's been in it for a very long time. He sells. He actually told Oba Femi, like, put your foot on my chest when he fucking slammed him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
to try to. So he knows what he's doing. And like, if they do all of that for him to fucking lose, I'm going to
that's
be
not going to happen. I don't think they're that fucking.
And
stupid.
yet we have been here before. But
that's true.
So
I'm a black wrestling fan, so you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of black wrestlers, does Trick Williams actually have the sauce to be in a mid-card championship match at WrestleMania? Right now?
Again, this is a SmackDown match, so like I don't really know what's going on with that, but I do think because it's him versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn as the current U.S. champion. I think it's gonna go to Trick mostly because I don't think Sami Zayn is allowed to have anything nice happen to him for too long. So
I'm slightly offended by this match because what's his name was a champion like 2 weeks ago, and then Sami Zayn beat him.
They just was like,
and they were like,
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes was the champion. They would have like, look, I am not a big fan of the product, but Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams would have had an amazing fucking wrestling.
Yeah, also
they have history.
They had amazing matches, and they gave it to
swear to God, yo.
That's wild. I did not realize that. Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, this seems fucking offensive. It seems slightly offensive to me. They couldn't have the 2 black dudes fighting for the championship. It's the U.S. championship. It's not even that big a deal, but all right, man. Sure. Anyway.
You've got a six-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Penta, who's the current champion, with Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. I kind of think Penta's going to retain, just because he's so popular right now.
I don't know. When they have these type of matches, they do sometimes like to throw a real curveball result in there. Like this could very much be like a JD McDonough or Javon Evans situation.
I think if it's not going to be Penta retaining, it's going to be Javon Evans winning because he's also been pretty fucking popular right now. Rusev is there to be a big meat boy, and Rey Mysterio is there to be an old man that everybody respects. Dragon Lee and JD McDonough are there for flavor. They have to do the flippy McFlippums. There's going to be a lot of high flying action in that match, and I think that's going to be a fun one to watch. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the women's championship.
This is going to be Rhea Ripley's test to see if she can literally carry the business on her back.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, but this is one of those dream matches that they booked. I'm sure when they signed Jade Cargill. So
yeah.
Oof.
I think it's gonna go to Rhea. Just
Bianca
because
gonna get her fucking finger back in the. I miss Bianca so much, man. I really do.
Oh yeah, she had to have some serious surgery on her
her
hand.
finger is fucked up. Yeah. It wasn't healing right. So
nah. Yeah, that sucks. I like Bianca a lot. I think that's gonna go to Rhea.
Probably.
You have a singles match that's just Finn Balor, who has resumed his demon persona after splitting with the Judgment Day, versus Dominic Mysterio. I think Finn's going to win this, and I think it's going to be the start of a potential face turn for Dom.
No, people like the demon Finn Balor. People really like the demon Finn Balor. He got injured and fucked his like he won. He was the original Universal Champion, and he got fucked over because he got injured. And
that's why I don't give it to a small guy.
And since then, like he just kind of like the whole demon character just kind of went out the window after that shit.
Yeah,
the demon character used to be like fucking unbeatable, and then
right,
yeah. Why is he going demon mode in this? Like, did Dom piss him off that much or something?
I mean, yeah, I mean, so Finn was kicked out of the Judgment Day for not helping out Dom, not being a sneaky little cheat to help Dom keep the Intercontinental title. So I think this is going to Finn, and I think this is going to start teasing a face turn for Dom.
I do like how not only did the original members of the Judgment Day get kicked out, but the members that replaced the original members of the Judgment Day have also been kicked out of the Judgment Day since
the Judgment Day shouldn't exist anymore at this point. It's just a worthless faction. It really is.
Yeah.
Is Liv Morgan still aligned with them as well? Or
yeah, she's still in it because she's still dating Dirty Dom. So Judgment Day currently is Dom, JD McDonough, and then you've got Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne. So two of the most annoying women in the business currently. And then Raquel Rodriguez, who I actually really like.
I actually like Raquel Rodriguez.
I like Raquel a lot.
They would give her a little bit more respect.
Yeah.
You know.
Again, she used to be a fucking killer when she was in NXT, and then they main roster and fucked that all up.
Yep.
So
then we got Punk and Reigns.
And Punk and Reigns, I think Punk's going to retain.
There has to be shenanigans in that match, right?
There's going to be big time shenanigans.
Yeah,
almost certainly from Seth Rollins. But
wait, is Seth Rollins good or bad? Like, is he still aligned with Paul Heyman?
No, he is an independent asshole at this point.
So
he's
still
no
a heel,
longer with the Vision. He wants to kill the Vision because they kicked him out, etc. But I think it's like he also has such history with Roman and Punk, obviously. So it wouldn't surprise me to see interference from him in that match as well. It's like with him just coming back, I don't know how much like activity he's 100% cleared for. I mean, if he's super good, then that's great. But yeah, I think Punk retains that. But I would prefer Punk to retain it because I find Roman Reigns very boring.
and he's barely there.
Are they both faces, Punk and Reigns, or is one of them a heel? Or
I think they're both kind of tweeners right now.
Okay.
Like,
I think Punk is more of the heel. Because he said some wild shit.
He had some shit to say.
Said some wild shit over the last couple of weeks. I'm like, I mean, I know they sign off on some of this shit, but I'm like, yo, don't bring my father into this shit, my guy. Don't do that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna bury you next to your dead dad. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, what are you talking? Like, that was rough. That was a rough fucking. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
He went off on the whole Pat McAfee shit last week, though. That was really funny.
Yeah, I did hear that. He called him Pat McAfee, which is
really
funny.
He sure did.
Look,
Pat got all butthurt about that.
CM Punk is really good on the stick. He's always been good on the fucking stick, and he'll cut a promo, man, but he's getting slower in that ring. He's 47.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's in his late 40s. Like, what do you expect?
So what are you gonna do? But I don't know. I think they give it to Reigns for some reason, even though he doesn't. He barely wrestles.
Punk is not a good champion. Punk is a good chaser.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
that's what they say about Cody. But like, I like Cody. I think he's the best. He's one of the best people in the business. He's one of the best people in WWE.
Yeah,
and people don't give him enough credit for it. But they like he's boring because he's the
so he is truly in the John Cena role where he's better than everybody says he is.
Yeah,
he is. Yet
he's carrying the company on his back. So
yeah.
All right, well, that was a longer look at WrestleMania than I anticipated taking. I will not be watching because I couldn't even tell you where I could watch it, where to watch it if I do. So
I'm gonna be in Minneapolis, and I'm probably gonna be drunk watching it in a hotel room. So.
Evan asks us, who are your guys' top team to win the Stanley Cup? I guess that's directed at me and Carrie
as of like 20 minutes ago, the Caps. The Caps have been eliminated.
The Flyers came back and won, did they?
Yeah. So Caps are eliminated from playoff
they're
contention.
the Philly Flyers.
They are the Philadelphia
Flyers. Boo. Yeah, I'm at the I don't give a shit, but if I must pick
the Rangers?
The Rangers aren't in it either. They are the worst team in the
it.
Eastern Conference.
Not
this year.
even close. They were
The
dog shit.
Red Wings?
They
Nope.
also did not make the playoffs.
Fuck, yo? I'm
this
just
year.
these are all the teams I know. Guys.
I don't watch hockey, so I have no.
I would imagine that whichever team emerges out of the fucking bare knuckles street fight, that's going to be the Central Division playoffs between the Avs, the Wild, and who's the third team?
The Stars.
The Stars is probably going to be the team that wins, because those are the three best teams in the NHL, and they're all in the same division.
I'm probably picking if I had to choose one of those three, I think I would probably pick the Wild to go all the way.
Wild.
So who the fuck is that?
The Minnesota Wild.
Minnesota Wild.
Never
I'm probably going Wild Canes on that.
Yeah, I think
Canes have been good this year.
I think the Canes are a good shout to finally make it out of the East.
Is that short for Hurricanes?
It is short for Hurricanes.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay. And I'll pick
Carolina has a hockey team.
Carolina has a
hockey team. Yes.
That's weird.
And the same way that Florida has multiple hockey teams, and one of them is also in the playoffs.
Weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a team called the Utah Hockey Club.
They are now the Utah Mammoth. They have a name now. They were the Utah Hockey Club last year. Yes.
Okay.
Mammoth.
The Mammoth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So they are also in the playoffs for the first time, which is very exciting for fans of Utah.
In Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dallas
Good for the
Stars.
Mormons.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And Micah, the funny thing about that is that the Dallas Stars moved from Minnesota, where they were the Minnesota North Stars. They didn't even have to change their name.
Oh, well, yeah, they lucked up. They lucked up. Are their colors silver and blue to
They are not. No, they are not. They actually Dallas has arguably my favorite color scheme in the league, because their colors are emerald green and silver, and they have pretty sick looking.
Oh, those Dr. Doom colors. All right,
yeah,
now.
They're pretty good. Their goal song is also performed by Pantera, which is also, it's a custom team goal song, and it's also very good. So would recommend checking that out. The Dallas Stars are a team that I would love to root for if I was not a Capitals fan.
All right.
Mark asks, Carrie specific from your dad's broadcast career, has he ever told you about the funniest / most unhinged personalities he has dealt with? Any you could tell us about without being hunted down?
I saw this question come in. I had to really think on who my dad has done shows with that I think were particularly memorable. I know he mentioned he did a couple one-off shows with Bruno Sammartino on the topic of wrestling.
When was this?
A long time ago.
Would have been in the 80s, probably.
The 80s or 70s?
Yeah, probably the 80s.
Wow.
But I think he said somewhere in his vast collection of sports bullshit, he's got a signed 8x10 of Bruno Sammartino.
Wow.
I know he did a show with Danny Bonaducci. He said was pretty stupid. But yeah, I mean, I know the guys who I think my dad would say were his preferred kind of dudes. He had a running show with Art Donovan from the Baltimore Colts for a long time. He was very good friends with Artie and with Johnny Unitas. So I think those guys probably stand out. Yeah, I think his probably if he had one guy who he would never have wanted to work with ever in his life, it probably would have been Ken Beatrice. Ken Beatrice was a DC area radio personality who spent a lot of time, let's call it, greatly exaggerating his personal achievements to the point where he had to basically confess to the old newspaper, the Washington Star, that he had not actually played football at Boston College, that he did not actually have a doctorate degree, and numerous other things. He's a fucking liar. But yeah, he and my father worked at the same radio station for a while in the 90s, and I believe my dad compared him many times to Ron Burgundy.
God.
When Anchorman came out, I remember him saying that's just Ken Beatrice. So yeah.
Autumn Toyman asks, how do you feel about Charlie Day saying Luigi Mangione is his favorite modern Luigi? Did this feel like a pre-planned skit, or does it say something about progressive culture?
Like when you say progressive culture, what do you mean? Like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, to be, yeah, I mean, Terrence is right. The folk heroification of killers in American culture is not a new phenomenon.
No, not especially not when it's killing a guy who was the head of a company that killed a lot of people. Let's be real.
I'm pretty sure Charlie Day was just being a little shit in an interview, and it just kind of popped in his head. I'm sure.
I mean,
like
there aren't that many modern Luigis. Let's
right.
be real here. Like, Luigi is not an especially common name, and when your most like known Luigi is the guy who killed the CEO of United Healthcare, that's probably going to be the name that comes
allegedly.
Into
your brain. We don't know he did that shit.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Sure.
Allegedly.
We don't know that.
We don't know that. He hasn't been convicted of shit yet.
I think it's a little column A and a little column B, because I'm a big fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and they pull no punches when it comes to their stances on politics.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is free healthcare would be dope. You know.
Yeah.
You know, in Mexico, like, you can just go, like Jay took me to the farm. This stuff is just there. Stuff is just there.
Did you bring anything back?
No, I didn't bring anything back. But they were like, my wife had gotten sick, and they were like, hey, do you need us to call a doctor? He'll come to our house.
Must be nice.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, they'll just come to your house? You have to go to the fucking Minute Clinic or whatever, pay a $75 copay, and then wait a few hours to be seen by a doctor that doesn't want to be there? Like, what the fuck? Just come to our house.
I had an in-home visit the other day. Like, I have a yearly in-home visit with my insurance. It's kind of weird, but like, I take it anyway.
Yeah, do that shit.
I did. I had it a fucking Friday. You know, he came to my house and did whatever to check up. I'm like, cool. I didn't have to go in. So cool. Good for me.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's free healthcare.
All I want to know is I would have
free the boy.
I would have loved to see the look on the Universal / Nintendo executive's face when they heard that quote during the press. That would have been a pretty cool sight to see, I feel, as well. So, and then Anthony will wrap it up by just saying to Carrie, congratulations again on the nuptials.
Thanks.
So there you go. Good slate of questions this week, which means that we've come to the end of our show. That's going to do it. Thank you all very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you all the next time.
See ya.
See ya.
Play Crimson Desert.
Very good.
I don't know. But also don't.
But also don't.
But also don't.
I don't know. Look. Take it.
You're watching the Dense Pixels YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button while you're here, and make sure you check out our weekly podcast where we discuss the latest gaming news and our impressions on what games we've been playing.